Hello and a very, very warm welcome. It's Tuesday evening, it's 8 o'clock. That means only one thing, the Planet Cruise TV show. My name's Sean Ryan and we have got 5 amazing deals tonight. We've even got cruises for under £400 and a very special guest that's going to be joining us a little bit later on from Celebrity. But talking of celebrities, I'm joined by the biggest celebrity in the cruise world, the one and only Keith Maynard. How's that for an introduction, Keith?
It was, well, yeah, I mean, it's lovely, Sean. It's not quite true, but very, very lovely.
That's what you were telling me earlier. But,
in my own mind, yeah, in my own mind.
No, seriously, Keith is a great guy. You do know the cruise industry inside out, don't you?
Yeah, really well. I mean, I spent most of my working life within the cruise industry, cruise director for 12 years, and then, of course, the last 3 involved with the Planet Cruise Show, presenting it, going on doing the filming, and now cruising as an actual paying customer.
Yes.
And enjoying the bounty of seeing it from the other side, finally.
And we've actually got, you recently cruised with Celebrity, we've got a brilliant celebrity cruise coming up a little bit later on, haven't we?
On the ship I was on Constellation,
yes,
going to some of the ports that I enjoyed, of course, on that amazing experience. And we'll have the lady, of course, who made it all possible.
Yes, the lovely Ruth's going to be joining us. We've also got, tell you what I'm excited about, we've got a cruise over to Dubai as well, haven't we?
We do, with Royal Caribbean, which is fantastic. You know, a kind of rare chance to go to that part of the world with them. We've got an amazing bargain with Costa, and we've also got a great river cruise, which includes a chance to go to the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2016. Yes. And it's an absolutely incredible deal. So loads to do, plus Caribbean.
And in a few months' time, you're going to see our first cruise, and it's under £400. It's going to fly. Now, you might be new to the show and new to Planet Cruise. There are many reasons why you should book with Planet Cruise. Here's a little few of them. I mean, Keith, the reputation that Planet Cruise have in the industry is really great,
absolutely, Sean. Yeah, and you know, we're the largest independent cruise operator. We work with all the cruise lines. We can send you out on over 200 ships around the world. We're bespoke in how we put our things together. We've got currently an outstanding track record for customer service. I think it's 96% the feedback rating at the moment online, and of course, all the people that work for us are like myself. They've either worked in the cruise industry before they come and work for Planet Cruise, working on the ships, or they cruise regularly, or most of them both.
So they are there to really give you great advice and to help you.
And now, independent advice as well.
Now, where's the main office based, Keith?
Down in Portsmouth, actually. They're sunny Portsmouth.
It is pretty sunny there, isn't it?
It is nice.
The reason why I asked, if you live, you know, maybe locally to Portsmouth, in that area, you can actually nip into Planet Cruise and have a one-to-one appointment. There's actually a meeting room there now, so you can actually make an appointment. Again, if you call us tonight, it's a free phone number, we could sort that out for you, couldn't we?
It's a really friendly place to go, and they'll make you a cup of tea and probably give you a biscuits Dunkin' as well, which is always good.
But seriously, lots of people are doing that now, so if you'd like that service, give us a call right now. Anyway, we're going to start the show just by showing you a little clip of Mike and Ronnie. We met this couple a little while ago, didn't we?
Yeah, they came down and they kind of watched one of the live shows. Absolutely fantastic couple, great characters.
And they've cruised with Planet and have loved the experience. So here's Mike and Ronnie. Mike does most of the talking, by the way.
We just have a lovely time cruising. I mean, you have such fantastic times. I can't tell you. Well, I can, because I'm going to do, because it's just brilliant. If you want to have a really good time, I've got to be honest, from my point of view, as well as the places, I love the ships. They are just destinations in themselves. The thing about cruising, and I just love that, we both do, the food is fantastic, obviously, and I think to be able to do what you want, when you want to do it, is just, it's incredible. You're not restricted in any way at all. Do whatever you want. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Just have fun. Enjoy the places that you go to and enjoy the ride of the ship. It's just unbelievable.
You know, I've got to say, I mean, watching that, and some of the comments that Melanie, my partner, gave to me after her first cruise that we shared about 3 weeks ago, that was the whole thing for her. Yeah. You could do whatever you want, whenever you want. You could be as lazy as you wanted, as active as you wanted, and everything's done for you if you want it to be done for you.
So a cruise is what you make it, isn't it?
Absolutely. And if you've never done one before, you probably can't get that into your head, because it is different from a hotel holiday, you know, because it's so much better.
And honestly, I mean, I went with friends in July who were cruising for the first time, and they just couldn't believe. I talked about the great service, the great food, but yeah,
until you're there experiencing it.
And also, I think they just couldn't believe the scale of the ship and just how beautiful all the different areas are and how different the areas are.
And how it doesn't actually feel like you're at sea a lot of the time, because you're sitting there. I remember sitting there and we just watched a show. And I turned to Mel and said, you know, can you remember we were on board a ship? She went, oh, my word, yeah, I completely forgot.
Thought it was in a West End theatre.
Absolutely.
So we really want you to book your first cruise tonight. And We're going to start with a cruise from Costa. Are you ready for this? Under £400. And it's just going to get better because that price is actually for a balcony. Yeah. Anyway, let's take you on board.
I know. We're pretty much in shock. We've
We are.
picked ourselves up off the ground in order to come and do the show, but this is incredible. Costa Cruises, of course, part of Carnival UK. They're the biggest kind of player in the cruise industry. This is cruising Italian style. That's their tagline. Big, beautiful ships, all designed by Joe Farkas, who designs all Carnival ships. So you've got lovely, big, sweeping open areas with kind of beautiful glass staircases, lots of great public rooms where you can sit and get great cocktails, whether they're inside or outside. Great drinks on offer. The thing to remember with Costa, because they're an Italian-based cruise line, is it's an international clientele. So you're going to be cruising with people from all over the world, and it's a much more laid-back style of cruising. You know, you've got a great chance there to not have kind of anything pushed onto you. It's very much kind of in your own time, pretty much as we were hearing from from the couple before,
Mike and Ronnie, yeah.
Mike and Ronnie. Shows, of course, in the theatres every night, and not just in the theatres, but in the different bars with the live music. And for me, you know what? That's what it's all about. It's about being out on a ship and experiencing, as you sail away from these amazing ports, with your friends or with your family or your close ones, or just on your own, an al fresco drink with the kind of the scenery just sliding past you.
I was speaking to my new boss today, and she was asking me the shows that I love, and I said, I love the cruise ship because I genuinely adore the cruising experience. You know, it is fantastic. And I was just thinking, for first cruise, this is ideal because you also have a 2-night stay included in this. Also, for maybe just a little cheeky getaway, maybe you've had your main holiday, you just want a little break before Christmas.
I mean,
perfect.
It's incredible when you think about the value, the fact that you've got a balcony as well.
I know.
And that's incredible. You leave the balcony out, just let the fresh air rush in, you'll see everything is sliding past you, also in touching distance.
We do know this one is going to go very quickly, so if you can book tonight, then please give us a call on that free phone number. Anyway, Keith, yes, it starts with a little flight over to Barcelona, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. You embark, you crack on the ship, and your first port of call is Valencia. I love this place, of course, it's the birthplace of paella, and if you get a chance to go and do that, then do. It's also got some of the best beaches in Spain, and it's also got lots of top museums. So if you're not, if you don't want to do the beaches, you don't want to necessarily go and just have some paella, then go through to the 13th century cathedral, which is said to hold the chalice which Christ used for the Last Supper. You've also got the City of Arts and Sciences on your front doorstep as well. It's an incredible city, great walking city, full of history, and of course great beaches. Relaxing day at sea, then you go through over to France. So from Spain through to France. This is Marseille. This is your gateway to Provence, to the sunflowers, of course, that Van Gogh is so famous for painting. But it's also your gateway to some amazing harbour experiences with great shopping, lots of locals interacting, great food, try bolognese, the French fish stew. You've got the history there. This is the best place for a view. You can take the small train up to the top, and this is the Notre Dame Basilica. And from there you've got great views over the whole of the harbour, the whole of Marseille. It's actually one of France's oldest cities, and it's their largest port. And it's the second oldest city after Paris. It's incredible. Great place to go and enjoy. And then go to Savona.
This is nice, isn't it?
Well, I love Savona,
Yeah,
Sean.
I
And
do.
the main reason is because it's a great gateway port. There's so much you can do here. It's actually set right by what they call the Ligurian Alps that you're seeing in the background there. It's very picturesque, it's very pretty, great chance to just relax. However, and also, most of the beaches here, it's one of the only Italian cities that you can dock in where the beaches are walking distance from the port, which is really, really handy. But also you can go to Monaco, Portofino, Genoa, Nice. Okay, and then Barcelona. Now this is where you disembark, and then you've got 2 nights in a 4-star hotel. It'll be a great location. We handpick our hotels at Planet Cruise, so you'll be really looked after. And Barcelona, well, you wouldn't probably think about beaches, would you? But actually that's Barceloneta. It's got some of the best urban beaches in the world according to National Geographic. You've got the wonderful Nou Camp Stadium, the history of football. You've also got great shopping. You can wander down Las Ramblas in your own time with the street performers, with the artists, with the La Buquerla 900-year-old Spanish market at the top. And of course, all around you, the architecture and artwork of Gaudi just brings the city to life.
And it really is fabulous. I'm going to be there in next week as it happens. Now, I'm just thinking, if you're just flying to Barcelona and staying there for 2 nights, you could be paying the best part of $399, but you're going to be on board this fabulous ship for 5 nights as well. What a great little break.
It's an incredible bargain, an incredible deal.
Oh,
You're
I love
seeing
that.
it.
Yeah,
Well, these ships are really beautiful. I say Joe Farkas from Carnival designs them, and you think about the kind of the land of Italy brought to life in a cruise ship for you. You've got these; they're all themed as well, but beautiful ships.
And this is your room, by the way. There's your balcony.
There we are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That could be you. And again, the kind of bottle of champers in there. You can just toast those ports as you sail away.
So you will get that room, well, maybe not that exact room, but one that looks identical to that. So we're giving you a free upgrade tonight. Very important. You're not getting it inside. You're going all the way up to a balcony. Return flights, they're based on London Gatwick. Generally speaking, we can provide flights from most UK airports. Just give us a call. We can sort that out for you. And you will get a 2-night stay in a hand-picked 4-star hotel in Barcelona. Just great to get away in the winter months.
And one other thing I want to mention about this particular ship, the Pacifica, it actually has a recording studio on board. It's the only ship in the world that does this. For €35, you can go into the recording studio for an hour. You can lay down a track, and they'll put the CD later under your cabin door.
Really?
Yeah, it's an incredible thing because the whole ship is themed to music. So just, if you are a music fan, you're watching this, let that be the deciding factor because you can go and put down a track and you can record it. They teach the drums on board, but teach musical instruments as well. It's a musically themed ship.
We should go on board and do a duet, Keith, because we both have. I don't know if you know how, but Keith and I both have the most amazing voices. Yeah. So anyway,
Sonny and Cher, eat your heart out.
if you'd like, honestly, you do need to book that as soon as possible. We know from past experience, you know, whenever we get a balcony from 399, it happens once in a blue moon. Give us a call right now, 0800 840 1088. Every cruise, by the way, has its own ID number. You'll see that on the screen. This one is 104825. So just jot that down. It just makes it easy when you give us a call. Or, of course, if you want to search this on our fabulous website as well. Anyway, we've still got 4 cruises. And our next one is a river cruise with Viking. Viking have been so popular over the past several months, haven't they?
Really popular. Founded in 1997, of course, but now they're the most award-winning river cruise line in the industry. And they just get, you know, constantly online, if you look and speak to people that have cruised with them, constantly so well spoken about. In fact, the public voted them best river cruise line at the prestigious British Travel Awards for the 5th year in a row recently. So again, you're talking about a major player within the river cruise industry. They always talk about something called the Viking experience, where you get very personalised service. Of course, with a river cruise, it's a much smaller ship. There's fewer people on board, and you've got these floor-to-ceiling windows all around these beautiful kind of Viking longships as they are, including a beautiful restaurant with floor-to-ceiling windows. Wherever you sail, the menu in the restaurant reflects the itinerary, the places that you're visiting, and so very often when you come back from a part of the world, you'll then have a traditional dinner that echoes that in the evening as you sail along the river. The great thing about river cruising, of course, there's always something to see. It's not like being in the open sea.
Yeah.
You're going through sometimes people's backyards, other times through amazing vineyards and gorgeous mountain scenery past ancient monasteries strung out on these cliff tops. It's very, very beautiful.
The ship there was stunning, actually.
Really stunning, and you really looked after. They did great talks, bringing these ports alive, and great shore excursions as well. And you get Wi-Fi connected for free in this particular cruise as well, which is really great.
And we should mention free airport parking with this one. But the whole experience, I mean, I haven't done a river cruise yet, but it's right up there on my wish list.
I've got about 5 good friends of mine that were all cruise directors, and I've worked with before, and they've all now moved across to Viking and they work there. They absolutely love it, and they speak so highly of the product.
And we haven't even mentioned you get tickets for the Hungarian F1 Grand Prix as well, all 3 days.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an incredible deal. And of course, you don't have to, if you're not an F1 fan, this is still a great deal. It just gives you, stay in the hotel, go and enjoy Budapest, and just enjoy the city.
And I tell you what, a great time to go as well, the end of July coming into August. I mean, wow.
Great weather, yeah.
Anyway, Keith, talk me through this one. I might book this one, so here we go.
I'll try and tempt you. So you're flying from London to Nuremberg. You're embarking Freya, which is the Norwegian goddess of fertility, funnily enough. I used to have a dog called Freya. Then we've got, you basically get Nuremberg as your first port of call, and you're going to have a wonderful chance to explore this amazing city. It's Bavaria's second largest city, and you give tour the Zeppelin fields, of course, from the kind of First and Second World War, the former Nazi parade grounds, the Palace of Justice, where the Nuremberg trials were held. So lots of history here from World War II, and ancient city walls. It's a fascinating place to go and explore. And then you can go back on board, of course, and again the menu is going to reflect where you are, where you're staying, with the kind of beautiful German food. Then your next port of call is Regensburg, and this is a great chance. You get a chance then to meet your guide dockside. You have a walking tour through the scenic town of Regensburg. It's one of Europe's best preserved medieval cities. You'll see some of that from the photos here. And you'll see some large groupings of 13th and 14th century church spires, towers and houses that just sit in the shadow of the Alps. And there's a 12th century stone bridge as well, which is absolutely magical. So another great chance. Then you get on board in the afternoon and you cruise back along the Danube River. Incredible chance then to see places like the Weltenberg Abbey as you sail along. Then the next day you're in Passau in Germany. This is a great chance because this is a confluence of 3 different rivers. You have a guided walk around the town's narrow streets through the old town, past these old traditional houses, and then you see the new bishop's residence and this impressive St Stephen's Cathedral, beautiful Baroque church that you're seeing there. And inside there's a 17,000 pipe organ. It's got 17,000 pipes.
That's a huge amount.
It's Europe's largest church organ. It's incredible.
Wow.
So you know, it's a really great thing to go and see.
That, Keith.
No, it's you know, it's really fantastic. Have a tinkle on the organ, and then you're from the next day, of course, from Passau, you're then through to Krems. This is in Austria, and this is a small Austrian town on the Danube River. It's located in what's called the Vachel Valley, which is beautiful. This is an UNESCO World Heritage Site surrounded by terraced vineyards that you're seeing in the background there, and then down from there, cobbled streets, wine bars, coffee houses. It's got a real timeless feel, really, really fantastic. Then the next day, because you're overnighting then in Vienna. And the overnight in Vienna is going to be fantastic because you can explore by night, and places very often are very different in the evening than they are during the day.
And can you just get on off and, you know, off the ship any
Absolutely,
time?
on and off. Yeah, if you want to go and
wander off.
party to a club until 3 in the morning, Sean, as you'll want to do,
Oh, yeah.
you can do that, and you can stag about
20 years ago, maybe, Keith.
And then, of course, in Vienna, you've got the next day in Vienna. This is, of course, the Austrian capital. You can ride the Ringstrasse, which replaced the city walls of that in the 19th century. Again, it's full of Baroque architecture. It's got a world-famous opera house, and you've got the Hofsburg Palace. It's an incredible place to go and see. And then there's the Schönbrunn Palace as well, which is their kind of Versailles, the Versailles of Vienna. It's a really, really stunning city for you to go and enjoy. And, of course, you can go and maybe hear some classical music played or try a Viennese pastry. Oh, fantastic. Then it's not over yet because the next day you're in Budapest and you get another overnight on board in Budapest. And this is an incredible city. Now, of course, you do have the F1 experience here. And this first day is when you get off and you've got practice ticket. Basically, you've got 3 days worth of tickets to go. So you can see the practice, the next day the qualifying, the next day the actual race. But at any of those points, you can just go into Budapest and enjoy Budapest generally, so you don't have to do the Grand Prix if you don't want to. And again, when you're there in Budapest, loads of great things to do. I recommend walking up the hill to the Fisherman's Bastion and the Matthias Church. It gives you great views over the whole of the city. You've got the National Opera House, the Parliament Building. It's an incredible place.
And we should say your last 2 days are in a fantastic hotel. So you've got that 2-night stay again, where you can make the most of the Grand Prix.
Three nights in Budapest because you've got the overnight on board, then you've got 2 more in the hotel. So a great chance to properly enjoy and explore the city.
And honestly, I've been there in the summer. Well, it's lovely in the winter, but in the summer it's spectacular. If you're out in Budapest, go to the heated baths, the outside baths. Wonderful in the summer. Yeah, really good.
I mean, look at this. It's an incredible deal, this, Sean. It really is for that month, for that value as well. It'll probably cost you that just to go and stay in the hotel, get your flights out, and go to the Hungarian Grand Prix. But you also get in this wonderful 7-day cruise.
And something we should say as well: whenever we've featured Viking, we do get a lot of sellouts. You only need a deposit tonight to actually secure your place. Because obviously the ships aren't huge. Is it about 100 and?
Yeah, there's about just under a couple of hundred people on each ship. So it's not many at all.
So free Wi-Fi again. That's included. The free airport parking. So that again is free tonight. The flights now. These are available from 5 UK airports. With no supplement whatsoever, so just call us for details. We've also got regional flights from other airports available for only £49 per person. And as Keith just mentioned, how good is this? You actually get a 3-day grandstand ticket to the Hungarian F1 Grand Prix, and you get to see the practice, the qualifying, and the main race day as well. And there's great overnights. So I think it's spectacular. I really do. But please give us a call. And it's a river view, by the way, so you have got a gorgeous room with a fantastic view, of course, as well. Now, talking of a fantastic view, who's just joined me on the sofa? Oh, that was cheesy, I really apologise. Ruth
I take it as a big compliment. Thank you.
Ruth, thank you. This is Ruth from Celebrity Cruises, who always looks amazing and is amazing.
Thank you.
Rose between 2 thoughts.
Yes, definitely.
You are lovely.
But Ruth, we always love you coming on the show because, first of all, we're both massive fans of Celebrity, as you know.
Yes, absolutely.
And I gather you've just won yet another award, is that right?
We have. We won so many awards this year. But last night, the announcement was only made this afternoon to us as a company. We were voted Best Ocean-Going Food at Sea.
Wow.
At the Food and Travel Magazine Awards for 2015. Other awards were for people like Tom Kerridge, Claridge's Hotel in London, and Celebrity Cruises, Best Food at Sea.
It doesn't surprise me, though.
It doesn't surprise me.
It really doesn't.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, you loved it, didn't you?
Well, listen, you know, we love, both of us love every single aspect of Celebrity. However, our viewers know whenever you grace the sofa, Ruth, it means that we've got a fantastic offer.
We have. This cruise has been our top-selling cruise over the last few days. So
Has
we
it?
had to bring it to you at Planet Cruise and on TV tonight.
And something that
Very
interests
popular.
me and Keith, of course, all of our viewers ordering tonight, they get a free classic drinks package.
Correct. Everybody loves our classic drinks package. If we're doing a sailing and it's not on, people wait to book. They won't book until that drinks package is available, and that's included tonight.
And it is included with everyone that gets that books an Ocean View, and that's what we've got for you tonight, we should point out.
Yes.
Anyway, Ruth.
Yes.
Shall we have a little look at your beautiful ship?
Let's
this is what
have
Keith
a look.
was on, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, this is actually exactly the same ship that Keith was on. And although there you can see Celebrity Infinity, Constellation is the identical ship. She recently had a $50 million makeover, and we added the most popular features from our Solstice class ships. There you can see Cellar Masters, which is our wonderful wine bar, and we actually have the largest wine collection at sea. I know Aqua Class, and you travelled Aqua Class, didn't you, Keith?
I really did.
You
I got
can
to
see
eat in blue. I've got a photo just in front of that wonderful, you can see that kind of flower at the back there.
Yes,
of
isn't
me
it
and
an
I.
amazing
It's
restaurant?
incredible. The service was impeccable. I knew the maitre d', Fifi.
Yeah.
And, the food was out of this world.
And food and wine is actually one of our passions. And although we know food is not the reason people choose a cruise, once you're on board, it is so important. Main restaurant dine on things such as Chateaubriand, soufflés. Of course, we've got beautiful cocktails there in all of our bars. And, of course, specialty restaurants. I think your favourite was Tuscan Grill.
Tuscan Grill was fantastic,
Yeah.
but also Ocean Liners on board this particular ship. The kind of the really for a la carte restaurant was absolutely stunning. The lobster that they flambe while you're standing there.
At tableside.
At tableside,
Yes.
and Mel said it was the best lobster she'd ever tasted. It was
Wow,
incredible.
what a compliment. Yes.
Every aspect of Celebrity, you've just got it right. And you are, I mean, the first few cruises I did were 4-star cruises, and they are amazing. A 4-star cruise is spectacular. But when you go that extra notch to 5-star modern luxury...
You can't go back,
You really
can
can't.
you?
You can't.
And you actually said the phrase, it is modern luxury, and that's what sets us apart. It's modern, contemporary, and cruising in the 21st century.
Right, we want you to book this one tonight because it is amazing. And a beautiful itinerary. Keith, talk us through.
Yeah, OK, so we're flying out, first of all, to Venice, and you've got a wonderful chance then to see a little bit of this beautiful city before you sail out. You're going to sail through it. That's one of the most incredible experiences alone, because as you sail past St Mark's Square, the wonderful Campanile, you see that you'll literally sail right along past there, and you can see the Campanile there in St Mark's Square. You go along, and you almost feel like you're in a James Bond movie, because you've got all these wonderful kind of Venetian boats kind of zipping past you, you know, and you can imagine Bond on the back, and you're there sipping champagne as you sail out. And to start a cruise like this, it's perfect. It really
sets the scene, doesn't it?
Really sets the scene. And then you're heading over then to Ravenna. This is your chance. Well, this is gorgeous. It's a treasure chest of art and history and culture. It's been the capital of 3 different empires. And you've got some great Byzantine art here to explore. And it's also your gateway through to Bologna, which is one of the prettiest cities in the whole of Italy. And I got that, of course, from my sister, who's married to a Sicilian who lives in Italy, and she's seen them all, so trust me. OK, then we're going through sailing down the Adriatic. Incredible coastline as you sail down. Really, really beautiful. And then, you know, as you sail down this Dalmatian coastline, you're going into Dubrovnik. This is a great city for walking. Bear in mind you've got an overnight on board here. And before I say any more about this, and before I say any more about the Game of Thrones locations you can witness as you walk those walls, which I did just 3 weeks ago, you meant to mention more about the actual overnight itself, Ruth.
Yes, there's some wonderful evening tours that you can do. You can actually do a night cruise right past the cliffs that you could see there and the fort. board. But also Ben Fogel, the wonderful adventurer, created a great shore excursion for us here, where you go out to Cavtat, you get to have lunch at one of Cavtat's premier restaurants, you get to swim, you get to cycle through the vineyards and the orchards, and then take a rib boat back. How exciting is that?
That's definitely want to do that.
And of
Yes.
course, that is the gateway. That's a little resort made famous, of course, by some of the royal people that I won't mention that have visited there, but it's a real celebrity haunt. Great thing to do here, though, okay, is you can canoe around the city walls, and you can also head out just by under the walls. There's a couple of bars that sit on the rocks, and you can dive off and swim in the sea. It's incredible. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go then to our next port of call. Overnight there, which is very rare to have an overnight in Dubrovnik. Then you're going through to Kotor. Again, this is a gorgeous medieval walled city. The sail into this is even more spectacular than Dubrovnik. It's pretty much up there with the top 5 sailings, along with Istanbul and a few other places. Be out on deck 2 hours before. It's another great walled city to walk around, and you've also got a great chance then to see the Maritime Museum, which dates back to about the 12th century, and it's incredible. If you are a fan of any sea history like I am, and do that. And the Lake Skadar National Park.
And they call it the Norwegian fjords of the Mediterranean, this destination.
Which gives you the idea of what you're going to see if you're sailing. It's I think it's Europe's, Southern Europe's longest fjord. OK, then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you then go over to one of my favourite places in the world, Valletta, Malta. The amazing thing about this itinerary, you've got another overnight. And you know, when you sail into this place, built by the Hospitaller Knights, the Knights of St John, it's like sailing into, again, the set of Game of Thrones, a Tolkien novel. You know, think about Lord of the Rings. It's stunning. And around you, you've got this amazing architecture, you've got all this history, and you've got very friendly, welcoming people that, you know, that kind of speak English. It's very familiar. It almost feels, again, a little bit like a similar kind of idea about Gibraltar, where you feel like it's a little bit of Britain abroad. Wonderful place. And you can go through to Medina, the ancient city, the walled city, where cars are not allowed. Which used to be the old capital. That's inland a bit. I'd recommend doing that.
Now, the next day is a day at sea. Ruth, I want to talk about the days at sea, because I love the days at sea with celebrity. In fact, even though the port's amazing, sometimes the ships are so great it's hard to get off.
It is. And it's nice to have a day at sea to break up, going out and about and doing things every day. There is so much that you can do on board. We have the biggest wine collection at sea, and we do wine tastings with our qualified sommeliers. And I did that, and I didn't know. Wine has legs. Who knew? We bring our chefs out, and you can do wonderful culinary demonstrations. The Apple Eye Lounge, which I know you loved as well, and you've both used it, so you can go shopping or learn or just surf the internet there, or you can do what I do, kick back and do nothing.
Because you have so many wonderful, really spacious areas outside where you can sunbathe and relax.
With the pool butlers as well. And the great thing about that is if you get up on deck, you know, I mean, we went out a little bit later, and there was a lot of people out on deck, and we spoke to one of the pool butlers. This is quite unique, and they went and found us 2 sunbeds and carried them to our area. So again, it's that personal service that you get.
Yes, and they will bring you those lovely ice-cold towels with slivers of ice in when you've been lying out in the sun. And for adults only, we have an indoor solarium with floor-to-ceiling glass windows and magradome, comfiest sofas in the world, and loungers, so you can relax. So there's lots to do or nothing.
And I've been making the most of my maybe free drinks package on that day.
You might, yes.
Absolutely, with pina coladas all round. So you've got a relaxing day at sea. Then we're going over again to Croatia again. This is Split, and this is a fantastic place right in the heart of the Dalmatia region. It's a real stealer of hearts, this. It's got a very young, vibrant population. It's a big university city. But the big thing here is Diocletian's Palace and Cellar. It's an incredible palace that he built to house his legion. Now it's full of little cheeky shops and great little places you can walk around. It's built in marble, and it's absolutely stunning to walk around. And then you've got, on top of that, a wonderful waterfront, which is a really vibrant area where you can go down and see the young people kind of strutting their stuff and sit and get a coffee and take in some of the sun. Bear in mind, the Eastern Mediterranean is a lot hotter than the Western Mediterranean, so again, good heat at this time of year still. Then going through to Zadar in Croatia. This is perched basically right on the Adriatic Sea. It's a captivating city. It's dubbed an outdoor museum. One of the great things about this is it's got a huge sea organ which extends into the sea, and it whistles as the waves come in and the air pressure builds up. Yeah, it's a really famous thing to go and see. So I would recommend to go and see the sea organ. And again, you've also got the Kirka National Park with its 7 waterfalls on your front doorstep, and some of that amazing kind of coastline that you're seeing there with these amazing mountains. And then back to Venice. So you've got the sail back into Venice still to enjoy as well. And all the time, I mean, this is the part of the world I did on the Constellation 3 weeks ago. There's always something to see. It's a beautiful part of the world. And Mel saw a whale on the first day at sea.
Really?
Yeah, she saw a whale when she was on the running machine.
She didn't see you. You went next.
No,
to
it
her.
wasn't me. It wasn't me.
So I
Tiny
couldn't,
Whiteys.
I couldn't resist that.
I knew that was going to come. There we go. No, that wasn't me. It was an actual whale in the ocean. Sure.
Exactly.
Let's just remind you of what's included. Now, the free Classics Drinks package, we're going to explain that more detail, but it is amazing. It is for 11 nights, of course, as well. That's when you book an Ocean View, and we're giving you an Ocean View tonight. It's actually a buy one, get one half price offer. We've put the saving in the price, so we haven't included it in that, but it does work out exceptional value. Return flights, they're based from either Manchester or London, but again, we can find flights from most UK airports, and you've got some fantastic overnights on board there as well. Now, Ruth, I want to talk about the drinks package. I know, you know, sometimes I joke about the alcohol and things, but it's everything here, isn't it?
It really is. Cafe Albatro, you've got our wonderful specialty teas and coffees. You've got all of your soft drinks, bottles of water. So if you're going out on tours or out for the day, you've got bottles of water you can take with you. It includes so many brands. The list is so long of wines, spirits, beers, cocktails, and it's in every venue around the ship. So it's not just in the bars, it's in all of our restaurants, including the specialty restaurants as well.
And it's so easy, just use your stateroom card,
Yes.
you know, hand it across, and your drinks are served.
Can I say as well, the big thing about this, and you say about different brands, that's totally true. One of my favourite drinks is a Dark and Stormy, which is unique to Barbados. It has to be made with Gosling's Navy Seal rum and Gosling's ginger beer. Celebrity have that, and it's the only ship I've been on that they have Gosling's Navy Seal rum and the ginger beer, which is quite unique.
And I love your selection of wines, Ruth.
They are very,
really
very good. There is an array of wines to choose from that fall within the classic drinks package. You can, if you want to order a bottle of wine, have a 15% discount. If you want to upgrade to a premium drinks package, you can. But to be honest, there's very little need to do that because the classic drinks package includes so much.
Well, that is included, and remember, when you're away for 11 nights, that is saving you so much money.
It is.
It really is. We know how busy we're going to be tonight. If you want to book, give us a call right now. Anyway, Ruth, I believe you've got news of a free cruise competition.
I do. Now, this is exclusively for you at Planet Cruise and Ideal World TV. It's rare that we ever give away a complimentary cruise, but it is for 11 nights Eastern Mediterranean on Celebrity Reflection, which was voted best ship sailing in the Mediterranean this year. And it departs on the 12th of October, so literally about 4 weeks from now, you could be sailing on Celebrity Reflection as a winner.
And all you need to do is email us hello@planetcruise.co.uk. We need your name, address and your contact number. The closing date for this is the 22nd, which is next week.
Next Tuesday at midnight.
So just email us and you'll be in with a chance.
And we'll announce the winner in 2 weeks' time.
Lovely.
But only enter if you can actually go on that date.
Yes, absolutely. Ruth, thank you so much. That's an amazing offer
It's my
tonight.
pleasure.
Yeah.
It really is. And the itinerary is sensational.
And I know, Keith, you loved your cruise with Celebrity.
Oh, absolutely, and again,
Favourite
down
thing?
that part of the world. Favourite thing for me was the sailorways from the Sunset Bar at the back, which kind of wraps around the back of the ship.
Wonderful.
You know, and again, just we used to have a few cheeky rum mules as a kind of.
I'm cruising with Celebrity in 7.5 weeks' time again.
And you're on countdown already, clearly.
Anyway, we'll see you soon, Ruth.
You
Thank
will.
you so much.
Thank you.
Now, we also have another show this week, of course, our regular show on a Friday at 11 a.m. We always want you to tune into that, so lots more offers available this Friday at 11 a.m. Even if you're at work on Friday, record it or watch it on our website, of course, as well. And now, Keith's pleased because he's back next to me on the sofa. You've moved back up now, Keith.
Oh, I tell you, it was difficult being apart from you for that long. Sean, it really was. I was struggling.
I could see. But hey, now this is always exciting. We are going to the phone lines now. We're going to speak to Jade Reynolds from the Planet Cruise call centre. because a deal's come in today. We haven't had time to feature it on the show and build graphics. It's a last-minute deal, but it has come in today. I know very little about it. So
I think it's, all I know is it's something to do with Thompson Cruises. I think that's all I know. That's all I heard, yeah.
Well, let's find out, Keith.
Yeah.
Jade, are you there?
Hi, Jade.
Hello, how are you?
We're great, thanks.
Yeah, we're good.
We're just excited to know what the deal is that's come in today, because we know very little about it. But is it Thompson, is that right?
That's right, yes, we've got an exclusive today with the Thompson Spirit. This is something they've arranged just for us, and it's going not too far away, the 12th of October. It's a 7-night cruise, and here are the details. You've basically got a free upgrade from inside to outside cabin.
Good stuff.
It's a 7-night cruise for only $469 per person. And we've got flights available, this is the best part actually, from 12 different UK airports at no extra charge. That includes Gatwick, Manchester, Birmingham and many more.
12 different areas for no extra supplement at that price at $469.
Yeah, Thompson offers so many different regionals, it really is handy for everyone like across the country.
Yeah.
And we get an outside stateroom as well.
Yeah, for $469, I'd say that's 7 nights on the Thompson Spirit on the 12th of October.
Wow, and 12th of October,
That's incredible. And is it? Did you say Eastern Mediterranean? It's kind of sailing in the Eastern Mediterranean, isn't it?
It's called Eastern Encounter. It's going to Turkey, Cyprus, Israel.
Great temperatures that time of year.
Good temperatures that time of year. Well, what a great deal. I mean,
and I know whenever we get a last-minute deal like this, that it does fly. I mean, 469.
It's fantastic.
Ridiculous.
I mean, Thompson Spirit's one of my old ships, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the phones are already really, really busy,
yeah,
I would recommend to give us a call on that one. With the regionals and the free upgrade, it's an absolute steal.
It really is. So
Thank
12
you, Jade.
airports.
That's great.
Jade, that is really good. So, always takes me a while to sort of like assimilate the information.
Yeah, so if you've just tuned in, bear this in mind. That's all your flights, that's all your food, that's all your entertainment, and a 7-night cruise for $469 with some sun in a great part of the world.
Jade, thank you so much. I know the phone lines are really busy already. Right, got to move on because we still have 2 cruises to tempt you with. I'm really impressed with our next deal because I always struggle when it comes to January, February, the months that I hate. It's always cold, you always feel a bit depressed. And I've always wanted to go to visit Dubai. And Royal Caribbean, they're just back in Dubai, aren't they? They've got ships back there now.
Yeah, just kind of reposted the ship back there for a while. And this is your great chance to sail on the Splendour of the Seas. Beautiful ship, of course. One of the most famous and best loved of Royal Caribbean ships. Features all the kind of innovative features, of course, that made them and set them apart as a line, like the rock climbing wall, like the great stuff for kids to do with the kind of Adventure Ocean youth programme, the award-winning shows that are very much like going to the West End or the Broadway.
And they are really good. They're really
fantastic,
good.
Sean. They really, really are. You know, you've got the amazing kind of restaurants with all the different types of dining that you can eat on board. You know, and again, you can go more formal, you can go more relaxed. You know, you've got a wonderful, you see right at the top there in the centre, the kind of the wraparound bar right at the top. Where you can just sit and watch and have great sailorways and great panoramic views. And of course, you know, you've got the ice skating on board as well with the ice shows. And of course, all these. I mean, that's the main atrium there.
I mean,
where the shows on in the atrium of the
areas, isn't it?
It's absolutely incredible. And again, this is a great place. A great ship to go on with the family. It's multi-generational cruising, so it doesn't matter whether you're, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're 101 or you're 3 years old. You will enjoy a cruise of Royal Caribbean.
You do see, you know, extended families. You say all generations.
Yeah, we speak to people all the time, don't we? With 3 different generations going on a ship at the same time.
By the way, I'm going to mention it straight. We have a single price on this for the 4th of January at $889. We thought it was a mistake earlier, but $889. For a single on the 4th of January as well. Anyway, Keith, this is a part of the world that I really don't know, but I'm desperate to cruise around.
Well, great chance to get some winter sun. That's the first thing you say about this.
Sort of mid-20s.
Absolutely, yeah, maybe even a little bit hotter. You know, so it's a great chance, and full of great beaches as well, but also full of history. So you're flying out from London to Dubai, and then you've got a chance then to get on board the ship. We'll come back to Dubai because you get to visit that at the end. And your first port of call is Kasab in Oman. This is the Norway of Arabia, full of elegant fjords that have these great bottlenose and spinner dolphins that you can see. You can take a traditional dhow boat and explore them. You can also explore the coastline with great places like the Kasab Fort and see some of the great fishing villages that stretch around this very mountainous part of Oman. Fantastic. Then you're going from here through to Muscat. This, in the ancient world, was a city that was on par with Rome, would you believe? It was a favourite of the Queen of Sheba. Bit of posh. Now, of course, it's a great chance for you to go and haggle in the Mutra Souk for maybe pashmina, for silver daggers, smell of incense hanging in the air. You can head out and scuba dive. Prince Charles regularly loves to dive around this particular area, or head in on a 4x4 into the red sandstone mountains and maybe swim in a crystal body pool, have a picnic in an oasis. It's that kind of place. Then we're going, you've got an overnight there, I should say, which is very rare to get an overnight in Muscat, which is great. Again, more chance to explore it, to see it by night when it comes alive and the families come out. Then a relaxing day at sea before you go through to Abu Dhabi. This is fantastic. This is 200 different islands. It's a fantastic resort, not only for the history, or the places like the museum you're seeing there, but also for the Grand Mosque, one of the biggest mosques in the world. Great chance to go through. It's free to enter, which is quite rare, and it's a great chance for you to see.
It looks amazing.
Oh, it's absolutely stunning. It really, really is. You know what I mean? Even if you think to myself, well, I'm not really a big fan of going to look at mosques. When you see the size of this, you really will be. You will be wowed by it. And again, it's taking that look into someone else's culture. And then, of course, if you are there with a family or you're more of a fun lover, then you can go through to places like Ferrari World. You've got the world's fastest roller coaster, over 150 miles an hour. You've got Water World as well, which is a brand new one that opened last year. It's not the bad movie that was made by Mel Gibson. And you've also got a chance to go through to my favourite thing, which is Madstar City, which is a completely carbon-free, neutral development powered by the sun. It's incredible. Powered by the sun and by wind turbines. It's really great. And you get driven around these kind of unmanned cars. Then we're going through to Dubai. And in Dubai here, you've got a great chance, of course. This is a place where nothing really existed many years ago. But in the last 20, 30 years, it's really opened up. You can go on desert safaris. You can go and see the incredible Burj Al Arab, which is the world's only 7-star self-proclaimed 7-star hotel. It's got an underwater restaurant. You have to take a submarine down to it, and that famous sail shape. And then, of course, you've got the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, with amazing fountains, same kind of fountains that are based on the Bellagio fountains in Vegas. They dance for you. You've got loads to do here.
That looks really exciting.
It's great.
Really
Best thing to do in Dubai,
yeah.
though, is go and do some of the street food. You know, go and get some of the great curries, or go through and have some Indian thali. It's incredible. It's an amazing itinerary.
And I was just thinking, in January we are a bit short of choice if you want some great temperatures. You know, the Caribbean's fantastic, of course. Canaries can be a bit hit and miss at this time of year, can't they?
Yeah, they can be. The Canaries aren't going to be as hot as this.
No.
And you know what I mean? You're not going to have the smooth sailing that you're going to get over here as well, you know?
Well, return flights, now look at this, you've got a choice as well. They're either based on London Heathrow, or we have got flights available from Glasgow as well. Again, if neither of those airports suit you, we can find you flights from most UK airports. Great overnights on board there in Muscat and Dubai. And today, if you book right now, you will only need a really tiny deposit of £150, and you've got this to look forward to in the new year. Now, we've actually got, and I really want you to look at the different dates here at home, because we have got dates this year, so late December, the 14th to 21st, so you could be away, of course, over Christmas as well. But look at the brilliant prices in the new year. You know, when you feel really down after Christmas and New Year, look at the 4th of January and the 18th of January there. And the single price, there's a couple that really stand out there. 14th of December, and on the 4th of January, we have a single price which is only £50 more. I honestly thought that was a mistake. I checked it earlier, but it is 889. That will go. So if you are looking for some great single prices, that's the one to go for. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 81476. I really like the look of that one. It's great, isn't it? But we have one final cruise this evening, and it's with 5-star Holland America. And this is all about the itinerary. We see so many places, Keith, don't
well,
we?
you know, particularly for us Brits, the Caribbean has this wonderful allure, and rightly so. I remember when I first got a chance to head out to the Caribbean, and I was so excited in every single port and island that I visited. And this is an incredible itinerary.
It's the... I've been to the Caribbean more than anywhere else, actually, I'd say, you know, because... I mean, I've been very lucky. I've been very lucky to do lots of cruises, but I always love it. I really
It's
do.
great. I mean, it's got everything you want. It's got these beautiful kind of deserted paradise beaches. It's got, you know, it's got the fun of the kind of, you know, the kind of adventure sports that you can do there. It's got the history. You know,
just always come back feeling so good, though, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Relaxed and tanned.
Absolutely, yeah. You feel healthy.
Yeah.
You know, despite the drinks package sometimes.
Anyway, starts off with a flight over to Miami, and we actually have a hotel stay in Fort Lauderdale nearby, don't we?
Yeah, the most popular beach resort in Florida, yachting capital of the world, and also the Venice of America. Loads of waterways for you to explore. It's a great chance for you to head out maybe and do the River of Grass. You know, the Florida Everglades. Maybe go and do an airboat ride there. Maybe do a bit of diving. You're seeing some of the great imagery here some of the great things you can do and enjoy. It's a fantastic place to go and stay. And if you want to go shopping, Las Olas Boulevard is my
yeah, I was going to say the shopping's really good, isn't it?
Really great. Again, great bargains. But really, you know, do that. Head out onto the Everglades if you've never done it. Go and see some of the gators. It's so loud you can't even hear yourself think. But it's the most amazing thing, you know, just to actually go over the River of Grass and see such an amazing ecosystem. And then you're going to transfer from that wonderful kind of one-night stay in Lauderdale, and you're actually going to get on board Honda America's 5-star MS Oosterdam. So this is another 5-star American-based cruise line, and this is a great chance for you then to cruise around the Caribbean.
And this is very... you know, it's quite port intensive. You have got days at sea, but you get to see so much of the Caribbean, don't you?
It's a really good mix actually of islands, and port intensive is a very good word for this.
Anyway, before we talk through the itinerary, here's our Keith. He does get around a lot, doesn't he? I know you really liked this trip with Holland America, didn't you? You're really
I did. I think it's a great one.
Well, have a look. Here he is.
Amidst the huge choice that's now available within cruising, Holland America Line offers an experience that's quite unique. It's premium class, but not pretentious. It's elite without being expensive. And with a proud history stretching back over 140 years, Holland America Line is perfect for the discerning traveller who loves to see the world from the comfort of an elegant hotel at sea. Known for the most extensive menus at sea, served gracefully in elegant restaurants. Thank you. Holland America Line offer a plethora of excellent dining options. In the main dining rooms, guests may choose from fixed or flexible dining times, and the service is always gracious and the menu both varied and delicious. Fans of Italian food will salivate at the offerings from Canaletto's, and everyone will enjoy the steak and seafood of the wonderful Pinnacle Grill. Enjoying a few drinks in the company of friends both old and new is one of the highlights of any cruise. For some it might be a glass of bubbly or a tasty martini in mix, whilst for others a pre-show tipple in the ocean bar will be just what the doctor ordered. Whichever location you choose, expert bartenders will remember your preferred cocktail, or they'll help you discover a new favourite. Holland America's latest trump card is On Location, which brings the ports you visit alive through regionally inspired cookery classes, artisan workshops and local entertainment. You can experience steel drum lessons in the Caribbean, or Tai Chi classes in Asia, or the legendary Ketchup dance in Bali. The evenings on board glitter with so many choices, with live music, thrilling stage shows and the ever-popular Dancing with the Stars at Sea programme. Bored? Not a chance. It's about getting the little things right, and nowhere is this more obvious than the accommodation. All Holland America Line staterooms have premium plush Eurotop mattresses, 100% Egyptian cotton bed linens, extra fluffy towels and deluxe terry bathrobes. Recent additions include innovative massage shower heads, lighted magnifying makeup mirrors and stylish hair dryers. And of course, your complimentary fruit basket.
And I know, Keith, you loved that big makeup mirror, didn't you? Yeah. Can we just...
I did, Sean, I did. Did me blusher in it every morning.
But seriously, beautiful statement, beautiful ship. So we get on board, we've got 2 days at sea, and where's our first port then, Keith?
So first of the Caribbean islands is St Martin, Philipsburg. It's ruled by 2 different countries. It's part Dutch, part French. You dock in the Dutch side, and it's a great chance to see the crew. We always say this, the crew coming back with TVs and DVD players. They haven't pinched them, they've bought them for great prices locally. You can go and barter in the shops, it's great. We head over to the French side, I recommend, full of pretty beaches, great place to go and eat in some lovely little French bistros. Head to Airport Beach. As the planes come in, they come in so low, they suck you out the water. It's an incredible experience. You can see videos online about it. Or go and do the America's Yacht Race, which has been the best tour in the Caribbean for 12 years running, in the whole Caribbean.
Really?
Yeah, the America's Yacht Racing is brilliant fun. Then you go through to your next port of call, which is St Lucia. This is incredible. This is all about the Pitons, these 2 wonderful mountains that you're seeing there. They always remind me of Madonna. I can never work out why. And the great thing here is that you can go and tour the Pitons, you can do a boat ride around them, you can drive up. and you can go to Sulphur Springs, the world's only drive-through volcano, which is exactly what I said, a drive-through volcano. It's like a dollop of jungle has been, a bit of jungle has been dolloped to the middle of the ocean. It's a very green, very verdant island, and you've also Castries as well. It's got a great market, great shopping for jewellery as well here, and great beaches. Then we're going from here through to Barbados. We know Barbados, of course. It's probably the most famous of the Caribbean islands to us. Bridgetown is where you dock. This is the ultimate Caribbean dream, of course. You can do the British thing, have high tea in Trafalgar Square. You can see where locals playing cricket. You can try a trip to the Mount Gay rum plantation, one of the world's most finest and celebrated golden spirits. You can go and taste that, and it's always quite fun seeing people come back to the ship or stagger back after that particular tour. Or you can go out into the waters and swim with turtles, maybe do Atlantis submarine if you don't want to get wet. Then we're going through to Bassetiere. This is St Kitts. This is incredible. This is jagged volcanoes soaring above these beautiful turquoise seas. Again, dense rainforest. This was a sugarcane island, and that Brimstone Hill Fortress is known as the Gibraltar of the West Indies, and it's a great place to go and explore. Great views across the whole island. You can also do an old puffing train that takes you right the way around the volcanic craters, right through the centre, and go to Romney Manor, one of the oldest sugar plantations on the island. It's an incredible place. Pub Bay, beautiful beach if you want to go and relax on there. Then we're going through to St Thomas. This is the US Virgin Islands, and you can see there all the ships in. This is an incredible port, and again you've got Maggins Bay, which is the big draw here, one of the most famous, most photographed bays in the world. I know you and your mum spent some lovely time relaxing there.
We were there for my mum's 70th, and I mean the water was so hot it was like a bath, and it was just beautiful. It's perfect.
It's a great place to go and do. There's also Blackbeard's Castle, which is really good. You can go up really high, but best thing for me is Coral World if you get a chance. It's a 4.5-acre underwater marine park with 360-degree views of the fish and other sea creatures, and you can pet sharks and hand feed stingrays as well. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Half Moon Cay. Basically, Holland America purchased this entire island in 1997, and they've turned it into your tropical playground. It's full of shaded hammocks. They have barbecues on the beach. You can go horse riding like these people are here. It's incredible, and you'll be the only people there. It'll be your Robinson Crusoe experience, but there's cocktails, there's great food, and a great chance just to literally kick back, read a book, brown yourself, and just think, I love this.
I mean, what a perfect end to your cruise.
I know, then back to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, and your flight over to the UK. I think you'll agree, spectacular. When you look at all the beautiful places you'll be visiting, and you are on board this stunning 5-star ship. And I think you'll agree, when you see the images here, absolute luxury at its best.
They really are. I'm a big fan of Holland America. Again, they do very well on their food. They get great reviews on that. Great thing to do when you're on board is go to the main reception, get an iPad tour, and walk around the ship, and it will tell you everything you're seeing.
Really?
Because they spend a lot on artwork.
By the way, everything that's included there, so your return flights, again, they're based on London Heathrow, but always ring us. We can, generally speaking, find your flights from most UK airports just for small supplements. You get that extra night in Fort Lauderdale, and of course, I should point out you only need a deposit on selected departure dates. These are the dates. We've actually got some good dates on here right the way through from October of this year through to February 2016, and not a lot of variation in price actually. And if you do look at the upgrades, you know, great prices on the outside, and of course the balconies. You might even decide to go for suite there as well. The ID number for that one, by the way, is 103989. Right, I am just gonna quickly remind everybody of all the great cruises. Don't you agree? Fantastic show tonight. We started off with Costa Cruises. For under £400, you can have a balcony tonight. You get a free upgrade from inside to balcony, and it's a 5-night cruise with a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Barcelona. I think that's brilliant. A great first-time cruise, a great extra little holiday for you. But please call for that one quickly. It is going to fly. I know it's going to be very busy for that one right now. ID number 104825. By the way, the call centre open till 10:30 tonight, Keith, isn't it?
That's right, it is.
And 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then the river cruise from the one and only Viking Cruises. Look at this one, under £2,000. You've got free Wi-Fi, you've got free airport parking. We've got flights from 5 UK airports with no supplements there. Also, other regional flights available if they're not on that list, and your chance of seeing the Hungarian F1 Grand Prix as well. You get a 3-day pass there for the practice, the qualifying, and the main race day, of course, as well. So great overnights, of course. Beautiful places on that one. And in Riverview, then celebrity. Yeah, Ruth joined us. We love Ruth. Look at the offer tonight. Now, bear in mind, you're getting a free Classics drinks package, and that's for all of those 11 nights. It's an amazing drinks package. An Ocean View, of course, as well. And this is actually a buy one, get one half price offer. We have included that in the price on the screen. Return flights either from Manchester or, of course, London. And some lovely overnights in Dubrovnik there as well. ID number 87301. We then moved on to, I think this is great, Royal Caribbean on board the Splendor of the Seas, a part of the world that I'm dying to visit. Dubai there, Amman, Abu Dhabi, and the lead date there is the 18th of January. And I really want to point out, you know, if you are a single lady or a gent, we have a single price on the 4th of January at £889, which is incredible value. You only need a deposit today on that one, £150. And then, the ID number for that one, by the way, 81476. And then finally, we just saw that 13-night Caribbean cruise from Fort Lauderdale with the extra one-night stay there for 1369 with, of course, Holland America there. ID number 103989. Wow, what a show. And there's all those beautiful, beautiful islands. Real paradise, that one, isn't it? Keith, have we had many tweets?
Yeah, loads of tweets, actually. Paul Cowell here saying, great show, guys. Don't miss the Tuesday cruise show. Don't miss it ever. Mira here saying, 25 weeks till our cruise. We can't wait. Looking good, Keith. Say hi to Sean. Big kiss.
Thank you.
Greg Smith said, I can't believe that Costa price. Are you sure it's not an error? Credible. And then we had... what's this? Mira again saying, oh yeah, it's a different one there, just saying she's going to get me a drink if I go on Celebration. And we've got Shah here saying she loved that comment about you saying I look like a whale. Thank you, that's Fashion Pansy. Sarah Avis, great show. Thank you very much, Sarah. It's really kind of you to say that.
Sarah.
And Dean Martin got in touch as well, and he's taken a wonderful photo. It's not too complimentary of me there, but I'm kind of doing a funny face. You look all right, Sean. But,
well, there you go.
Thank you, Dean, for getting in touch. He's obviously watching the show for the first time.
The camera never lies, isn't it? Now, if you've never booked with Planet Cruise, we would love you to book your first cruise tonight. And there are many, many reasons. I mean, Keith, just looking at buy service. So we're going to find the right cruise for you. If you haven't seen anything like tonight, give us a call. We will find you the right cruise. We are open 7 days a week and best prices guaranteed. We want you to book through us, so give us a call and we'll sort out the best deal we possibly can. And also, our website is brilliant. You don't just see on our website, you can watch the show again or look at deals, but we can find you any cruise here, can't we?
We really, really can. We've got a great YouTube site as well.
Yeah.
There, I do a lot more detailed information about different ports. There's all my cruise tips on there, and there's all the different videos that we upload from stuff when we're on the ships. Some great little tips, insider tips that will help you with your cruising.
And don't forget that celebrity competition. And of course, we heard from Jade with that Thompson deal as well.
Yeah, that was incredible. It really was. Jeff Scott, thank you very much. He said, excellent bargains. Difficult to beat this show.
Oh, thank you so much, Keith. Really great time to be. As ever. Thank you to you. We'll see you next week with Planet